Nah, I was blessed not to have pushback in the beginning, and just to be blunt with you, like whoever got a deal, the company Wu-Tang Production, the money comes to us. 50% would stay with us, and 50% would go to the artists. The 50% that stay with us feed those who don't got a deal. You know what I mean? So the system was designed so that nobody would never starve. Because remember, Inspector Deck didn't get an album until years later. Master Killer didn't get an album until years later. U-God didn't get an album. But the ones who got their albums up front, because of the structure. So, and we was fortunate, to start getting real numbers in hip hop. We got $500,000 for Liquid Sports. And back when the Party Brothers was catching 200-300 for their albums. Mm-hmm. I remember Showbiz and AG, they was like, yo, Showbiz and AG caught 250. I said, they caught 250? I'm gonna catch a half. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to beat that number. But the company was able to feed the rest of the team who wasn't earning money yet. It wasn't no problem, as time went on, the problem came out, but it wasn't no problem in the beginning because, I don't mind sharing this with you guys, like, if somebody even was rapping on somebody's album, you get broke off, but you get no percentage of the album. That's his album. So on some of these songs, it could be 5 of us on it, but yet only, the producer and the rapper is getting the publishing on it.
Right.
And that's supposed to be happening for every album. But what happened was, as we started getting more popular, the industry started offering individual publishing deals. So when the industry offered you an individual publishing deal, now you got to hand the album in, and you got to control X amount percentage, and the other person, he got to protect his publishing deal. So they're like, yo, hold on. Ghost was on Ray album, so now his publisher is like, yo, it's my client, where's my piece of that action? And then as that started to happen, it started, to get a little more shaky. So by the time we get to the year 2000, there's definitely a lot of young man glitches going to happen, because all that brotherhood and all that sharing, you can't really account for that. You can't account that, yo, got my budget. Yo, we gave Inspector Deck 25 G's for my shit. It's like, yeah, that was like the philosophy. Now the philosophy don't mean shit when the next deal, now, that 300,000 is now $1 million. So now, wait, hold on, that lawyer is talking about it, or that publisher is talking about it, it becomes a whole other thing. And so as time went on, my C's, his C's, go with his C's philosophy started to disappear. You know what I mean? But in the beginning, it was there, y'all.
Yo, what's the deal, family? Check this out. My era and those prior to me typically like to state things like, yo, in my era, no one was a biter. We had our own style. And nowadays, these young kids don't know. To a degree, I get it. But we're not being truly transparent. You don't believe me? Check this out.
And I wrote that shit. That shit was quick as fucking. Who was I biting then? Who flowed? Nas. Nas? I was biting Nas flow. I'll be damned if to sing some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grids. And it was like that, just that trap. I be the jet, broken up into my own shit because it's, coming where you rest at surrender. Step inside the ring, you the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop snitching.
Button up your lippin'. For method, all you're getting is a can of ass whipping.
Hey,
I'll be kicking. You, son, you doing all the yapping. Acting as if it can't happen. Your front and got me mad enough to touch something.
Yo, shout out to Meth, a legend in his own right for being 100% transparent, all right? He was influenced by Nas. That's 94, 95 Nas. Like, he was in a different stratosphere. Like, I don't think we've ever witnessed an MC that hot with the pen and features at that time as Nas was, you know what I'm saying? So, and he's highly respected by people of that era, right? But I love how Meth was totally transparent, because that's the only way the culture continues to move forward. You gotta have humility and be humble. We're all influenced by someone, right? But the problem is when we lose humility and start to act like we're the pioneers of everything. And then you get exposed, right? So he didn't say he was a ghostwriter for him. He said, yo, I was influenced by him. I bit his flow. But he kept it a buck in doing so, all right? So tell me what you think in the comment section. Am I bugging? Do you agree with what I'm saying? If not, let me know in the comment section your opinion, all right? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And all right, go get yours.